not Sheng.
Pow.
One boy, geek artist or scientist? Let me just say, scientist, artist.
Yeah, I actually am a scientist. I am a medical scientist.
What?
It's so weird that you asked. Yeah.
Wait, you're a doctor?
I'm a medical scientist, like an MLS. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I was like,
And you play guitar fantastic. You will listen to her play. She's what? Amazing. So, why music though?
Hey. I always knew that I wanted to do music from a young age. My sister says that I used to sing like at the stairs, like I was sitting down singing music. So I was like, okay, when I've grown, I'm like, okay, I don't remember. That's where I started from. And from there, I was able to express myself. My mom and my sister was like, oh, you know what? Try church. Church is it's the background of where many artists start from.
Whitney Houston.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Well, boy, medical scientist.
yes.
One would have thought maybe you'd do something else, engineering, as a side thing.
Yeah.
Why music, man?
Why music? Music has just always been a part of my life. So all through my schooling, I was still like playing instruments while I was in school. So both have always been a part of my life since I was...
Okay, so this question really is directed to you. So what does music do to you? I mean, because I can imagine medical science.
Right.
Nerve-wracking.
Right.
I mean, what does it do to you when you play your guitar?
So for me, it's always been so like med school, tough. Tough stuff. Not easy at all. But like music was always that space where it kind of like helps me decompress, calm down, and be just,
And just be you.
It just helps me recharge, and then I'm back at my science stuff. Yeah.
What does it do to you? So I'm a creative. So I'm a fine artist. So here's a funny thing. So I didn't study journalism. I had to work twice as hard to be like everyone else. Yeah. So I had to work twice to be. But so I mean, so music does things to me. What does it do to you?
It penetrates my soul. Like I'm able to, it's like a deepest version of me that I never knew until I pursued it.
Wow. Yeah. So you're in an interesting genre. So you realize Spice FM is an old school station.
Yes.
I'm 53. So you can imagine, oh gosh, we're being interviewed by a sax. This is just got on. But your music is very, very much the genre that we play on Spice FM.
Yes.
Nice.
So you're old soul, would I say?
I'm an old soul.
So who inspired you? Where did you get your inspiration from?
Back in the day...
That's a way to start with Spice FM. Back in the day. Bass!
Yes.
Oh, and by the way, we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Just go into our channel at Spice FM KE on YouTube and on Facebook. And of course, we're featuring Mutheu, who's going to be performing on the 28th of October.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that through George. And of course, one boy will be accompanying on guitar.
Yes.
So, you were saying, so where do you get your inspiration from?
Back in the day, when I look back, I remember I used to sleep over at my aunt's and I used to listen. She used to leave her radio on and I'd listen. I don't remember if it was Kiss. I used to listen so much to Kiss and they used to have a lot of R&B. And then also my dad loves asking me about, soul music. He even shared with me some of the people that I need to listen to. I'm like, wow, that's so amazing.
Was New Edition one of them? Was Whitney Houston one of them?
Not Whitney. Not Whitney. It's one of those, those people who used to wear suits and then they dance. And then they dance.
Oh, that's what we play here. That's what we play. Okay, so so in this industry is interesting. In terms of then how you write your music, okay?
Yes.
So Babyface, I'm sure you do know Babyface.
Yes, I do.
Phew! I was like, jeez. Okay. So he writes his songs using what he calls da-da-das. So da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Wow.
And you drive around a matatu and look at what's happening, or go online and look at what's happening, and then the music comes right there. Or?
Interestingly, especially when I'm showering or maybe I'm decompressing, maybe I'm in a place where I'm decompressing or walking along the street, and then there's a lot of noise around me. I find a melody just popping, and I'm and then the words just form, and that's
True
how
musician.
that's my
True musician. What boy?
For my songwriting?
Yes. Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa.
You write songs?
Oh, yes, I do.
Wow, boy.
I do.
Geeking around. Wow. So what inspires you? Or how do you write your music?
So for me, it's I know you're supposed to like practice writing, but like it's very
It
spur
comes
of the
naturally.
moment.
Yes, that's how it should
type
be.
thing. Yeah. So like
That's
when
how
I'm
it should
like
be.
stirred up with emotions, then the writing just happens as like a release.
Okay, so here's a funny. So you two artists par excellence separately.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Yes.
so you've come together for this gig on the 28th.
Yes.
So Mutheu,
Yes.
because this gig is you're the main artist. So why her? Why Waboy? Am I starting a fight here? Oh, I am? Okay, so why her?
She's always been available. That's, when it comes to artistry and even that perspective of the creative space, there's people involved in the creative space, and Wambui was part of my space this
Nice.
year. In May, I met her via phone. I reached out to her. I was like, "Can you play for me?" And from there, it just became, we became connected, and she understood my type of vibe. Yeah,
That's important. How long have you been in the industry?
Since 2018.
And are you earning from your music?
Sometimes.
You should. So how long?
From 2018.
2018.
I started from 2018, then just professionally. I used to sing, so professionally 2018, yes.
Okay. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Am I earning from my music?
When did you start?
When did I start? It's kind of hard to say, but I guess the first on stage performance kind of thing,
yeah.
church, back in 2014 when I was a teenager. Yeah.
Church is always a place to start, man.
Yeah,
All of us start from
church.
Yes.
It's, yeah.
So when we come back, Mutheu and Wamboy are going to perform for us.
Yes.
Yes. Just give us a taste of what it's going to be like on the 20th of October.
Nice.
And then we're going to wrap up with George, who's, can I say their manager?
Yes.
So she hasn't signed the contract.
Fine, we met today.
So George is going to talk about the industry, and we're going to touch on that as well, in terms of whether this industry is worth earning from. Is it possible? When we come back, so a performance by these two, and then we'll end up with that.
Sure.
It's JimmiGathu live on 94.